Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So wanted to share with you some cool stuff from a recent work trip that I took to Taiwan. So while I was there for work, I took note of all the Toyotas around. There were Toyotas everywhere, very popular cars. So I took advantage of being there and stopped to check out some of these cars and trucks. So let me show you what I found and what I think is going to be really interesting for us and our conversation we've been having. Let's go take a look. Okay, so I work for a global automotive manufacturer, and I went overseas with an engineer from our company to go audit some plants. We're going to go take a look at them. So we went to Taiwan and got to see a lot of the island and drove around quite a bit as we we're going between some of these factories and the hotels and restaurants and stuff. And so I was looking out the window, taking pictures. You can see videos and pictures of all the different types of Toyotas that are out there. We were riding in some cool Toyota vans, and I wanted to show you some of these vehicles and what I was able to find stopping to take a look at them, diving into the owner's manuals of these vans we were riding around in to kind of show you what we're looking at here. So some really cool information. And then finally at the end, I want to show a shop that I stopped at. A guy was building, kind of doing some custom builds on a lot of Toyotas, and I saw a Tundra in the shop. So we stopped and checked it out. And let me show you, I'll show you kind of what I found in that truck and what this shop owner was saying they do to maintain Tundras in Taiwan. So I only saw two Tundras in the country when I was driving around. One of them was like a white SR5 off-road, and the other one was this this lunar rock type color that was in the shop that I'll show you later on in the video. Besides that, every pickup truck was basically a Hilux or like a Ford Ranger, all mid-sized trucks over there. And then a few older second-gen Tundras that I was able to see. So to be fair, there were Toyota RAV4s everywhere. It's probably the most popular car in Taiwan. Everywhere you looked, you saw a RAV, from the really old ones with the rounded look all the way up to the brand new latest generation with the cool front on it. So those things were everywhere. Hybrids, gas powered, both were everywhere. So very popular. The other popular make that I saw a lot of Hondas, like CRVs and Civics, and then I saw a lot of Mazdas actually. So Toyota, Honda, and Mazda were by far the most popular vehicles that I saw there in the main population on the highway as we're driving around. So let me show you this. This was the vans we were riding around in. They were like a Toyota corporate commercial type van, much bigger than a Sienna. Very nice inside. Let me show you this here, what I saw. So the Toyota Granvia, 7-passenger van, and it's got... Do you know if that's the right engine? Well, it's this here. It's the 1GD FTV. I'll have to look that up. But the oil is 0W30 or 5W30 oil. And this is the first Toyota manual I've seen with the 0W30 recommended for it. Pretty cool. And then there's a Lexus version of this van as well. It's the LM500. The Lexus, from what I understand, is powered by the same engine in the Toyota Highlander, the Lexus RX 350, the Toyota 4Runners now, the Land Cruiser. It's the T24A-FTS engine, the gas turbocharged engine, probably a hybrid version of it. And then the Toyota version of the van is powered by a turbo diesel. But interesting to see, look at the manual, what it shows as being an acceptable oil for that truck. First time I've seen it in a Toyota manual, I saw 0W30 listed in it as an optional oil to use. All right, so like I said, when I was driving around between the hotel and the factory, I saw this shop that was working that had a Lunar Rock Toyota Tundra in the bay. They were kind of working on the truck, doing some suspension work and body work. So we stopped on our way back to the hotel. I asked if we could stop there and pulled in and had a chat. The owner of the shop was there, and he kind of walked me around and showed me a little bit about the truck. I was able to look at this truck. First thing to note is the Tundras are not sold in Taiwan. So any Tundra that's in the country was imported from the US directly. So they all have US owner's manuals listing 0W20 as the only oil in the manual. and the caps are 0W20 on there. So no different at all than the Tundras we see here in the US and Canada. So I thought that was interesting. All right, so this truck here was imported from the US. And since it's imported, it's got the manual. You see the V35A. And it's got the US manual because 0W20 is the only one. But the owner of the shop said they change everything here in Taiwan to 5W30 because 020 is not sufficient to protect the engine at higher speeds once you get over 100 kilometers an hour. So they switched this truck over to 5W30 here in Taiwan. Thought it was really interesting. There's also some second gen Tundras that were there. The owner had one himself that he had built into a really cool overlanding truck. But those were there. But what he told me was the oil that they use in these trucks. He said they do not use 0W20 to maintain any Tundras there. And he said that the 0W20, it doesn't hold up, it doesn't protect the engine. He said when it gets over 100 kilometers an hour. So he was talking like at speed. He said it's just not good enough to protect in the climate there, right? And it was pretty hot, probably hotter than the US. It was about 70, 80 degrees there when we were there just recently. But he said they put 5W30 in everything there to run that, to protect the engine in the heat, the ambient temperatures when it gets hot and sticky over there. They're running 5W30 or heavier. Someone mentioned 0W40 as well, but this shop owner mentioned 5W30. So I wanted to share that with you. I thought it was really interesting. This is a nice truck, nice shop. Guy seemed pretty friendly and very knowledgeable, had his own Toyotas. And here's the owner of the shop. This is his Tundra. He put a supercharger on this. That's pretty cool. It's got a big camper on the back of it. Great, look at this.
So is that why you see someone like dump trucks and stuff that have
And just let's take a look underneath. Let's see what this thing looks like with rust under here. Oh, look at that. There's like no rust on this truck. Here's an old one. Oh.
what?
You could see there were some other Toyotas in the shop. There were a bunch of Hilux trucks that were there. He's probably working to build those up and customize those. And then there was actually a Tacoma that pulled in, and we were able to take a look at that a little bit.
We will long stay in Taiwan, work in here. You can buy your car in United States.
That also is imported. The Tacomas are not sold in Taiwan. They're imported from the US. So it's just interesting to see the mix of vehicles, but I thought it was interesting to know how they're maintaining them. And the conversation I had highly suggested that they are using 30 weight oil only in those trucks and nothing less than that. So either a 0W30 up to a 10W30 is what they're running in those trucks in Taiwan. Taiwan is very similar to Japan, a lot of similar infrastructure. They're using the same trains, the high-speed rails. They're using a lot of the same engineering for their buildings. The architecture is all very similar, food similar. So it's very close to Japan. The mix of vehicles, a lot of Japanese vehicles there, very little else present in the country. So I thought it was neat to see, and I wanted to share that with you and just kind of give you a glimpse of maybe a little bit of a different side of Toyota in another country, what they're doing, what vehicles are on the road, and how they're maintaining those vehicles. Next time I take a trip, I'll be sure to look even more at the vehicles and dive into some of the manuals, try to get my hands on some manuals from the RAV4s and maybe the Camrys, the Crowns that are rolling around over there. So hope this helps. Hope you find it interesting. Post a comment down below if you own one of these cool Toyotas that are overseas. Maybe you imported one to the US or Canada, and we'd like to hear from you. So until the next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.